Hello again, how are you? My name is Rafael Shikni. Welcome to my channel again. Today we're gonna be talking about autonomous learning. We're gonna be covering some various table contexts of autonomous learning from a what is autonomous learning, how do you become an autonomous learner. Uh, we're gonna be talking also the characteristics of an autonomous learning, and of course, two important tech resources of how to autonomous learning help us at home, sorry, and as well as classroom. Without any further ado, let's begin. What is an autonomous learning? Well, autonomous learning takes place when students take control and responsibility for they can what they learn it, both in terms of what they learn and how they learn. It involves having a range of learning strategies. Those learning strategies can be applied in a different context. For example, and how to use the dictionary, how to find all those million words, how extract the meaning of it precisely in order to put it into a context. Okay. Characteristics of an autonomous learning. A language learner have an insight into their learning style strategies, are willing to take risk, not scared at all, are good guessers, meaning find the structures, attend to form as well as to context, place an important on accuracy as well as appropriacy, are willing to revise, reject hypotheses or rules that do not apply, both sides, have a tolerant and ongoing approach for the target language. It steps into the autonomous learning. How to become an autonomous learning? First of all, we don't we tend to sort of forget about the teacher. Teacher become less of an instruction, more of a facilitator. Teacher should guide you into your learning process, followed by the teacher decrease important as main sources of knowledge. Step 3, the student capacity to learn for themselves encouraged. That takes you to the next step, which is students encouraged to make decisions about what they learn. The students also awareness of what their own learning styles encourage. Lastly, not least, students encouraged to develop their own learning strategies. And like I told before, how do we use technology with our students? Why is it important at school as well as at home? Well, technology provides students with an easy to access information, accelerate learning, and fun opportunities to practice what they learn. It enables students to explore new subjects and deepen in their understanding of a difficult concept, as well as at home and at school. What makes them to, the students to develop that? Why does technology help them to guide them through it? Well, makes students more engaged and helps them to retain information, accommodates multiple learning styles, encourage collaboration, provides important feedback for their teachers, prepares them for future. That's very important. Prepare them for the future. Excuse me. Here's the tech tutor that I want to show you today. We're gonna be talking about Instagram and YouTube. How these two essential tools help us in class as well as at home. Any or the case might be, you got to remember this, the advantages of using YouTube. Number one is free to use, give you the opportunity to earn money through your videos. easy to use when you with your students at school, an easy way to share info with your students. Backlinks are generated, but also keep in mind the disadvantage of using YouTube. Everything is public. Many rules. Your account can be disabled without any reason. Any advertiser can put ad on your video. And remember, please be aware of check your videos one or twice before you share it with your students or posted it on your page. Very careful on that. Instagram is also that we can use in our class. Why is it Instagram so useful for students? As I was saying, students, as well as the YouTube, the students have to watch videos on Instagram and YouTube, which not only helps them to learn complex concepts, but also helps them to improve listening and punctuation skills. On another hand, teachers can focus more on students' learning abilities instead of spending more time explaining complex concepts and topics. Here's some disadvantages also, advantage and disadvantage of this social networking, especially with the advantage. Let's start when it's one of the main ways to world works today. Usually it's free and it always a low cost. It allows users to make and keep connections and content. It allows communication between people who would have otherwise lost contact. It allows users to share information, photo, videos, etc. It allows users to express themselves. Disadvantage of this particular social networking: many people put too much personal information on their profile. It can be dangerous if misused. The website often has ownership over everything they use their post. Websites are not completely secure. Keep on that. It can become another outlet for harassing and bullying. Please be careful with that also. It can waste a lot of time when it's used excessively. Like I said, the teaching and learning resources. This refers to a guideline, include any spoken, written, or visual text, or any activity used for conduct by the schools. For example, textbooks, novels, films, play, radio programs, lecture, speech. Those are kind of tools that the social networking offers you. Once again, thank you very much for spending time with me. My name is Rafael Chigne. Thank you very much. Hope you like this video and take care in each other.